Hi, and welcome to this introduction to Certica HSQE. HSQE in Certica is covered by a lot of different modules that all help support the documentation, analysis, and follow-up of all of the HSQE related items that show up as part of everyday work. We have a list of modules here on screen that cover the different areas, and I'll try to go through a simple reporting flow for an inspection or audit today to show you how that works inside Certica. One of the powerful features of using HSQE in Certica is that everything is connected, and also connected to the other parts of Certica, such as maintenance and procurement, where it's relevant. In this flow, we see that we can plan an activity, carry out, as an example, an inspection, register items for follow-up, could be a deficiency, and then that deficiency can link into the maintenance part of Certica to be created as a maintenance task. It might even link all the way to procurement if we need to purchase certain spare parts to be able to solve the problem that we've had from the deficiency. Now, inside Certica, you have what we call the action board. And the action board will show you an overview of all of the HSQE related tasks that are either planned or outstanding in your system. In this case, we show a simple overview of the activities for one vessel. And you can see that it's a list with a mix of activities, which are planned things like inspections, audits, reviews. It could also be certificates where we can see when they will expire and when we need to start looking at having them renewed. If I open up one of my audits here, simply by clicking twice, it takes me to the activity screen. And you can see that it's an activity, it's an internal audit planned for December 2024. Now, an activity like this can actually be linked to a questionnaire or an inspection list, as we call it. And this is the number of items that need to be looked at when we do this particular type of audit. Now, if I move to my list of questions here for the audit, I have a short list, simple list for my internal audit, and these can be used to easily generate the checklists that are used when you carry out the audit on board. We can print out a checklist with some details around the audit and the vessel, and also, in this case, some details for each of the questions where you have plenty of room to fill in on paper. You can also do this on our app, and we can cover that in a later video. Now, when you complete your inspection or audit, then you have the option of registering things for follow-up. And the things that you register as things for follow-up on your inspection or audit are linked back to the activity. And in this example I have two events linked. I have a non-conformity and I have an observation. So these come from the questionnaire I carried out where something was wrong, and goes back as items for follow-up within my activity. These activities here that I need to follow up on will actually also show up on my task list and in my action board, so it's easy to get an overview of what is outstanding. You can also print a report from the system to show an inspection report in this case, or an audit report, that easily shows the overview of the number of items we've been through, the number of findings we had where there was a no. And if I scroll through, I even have the possibility of having the pictures taken by our app, as an example, linked to each of the observations, so it's easy to see what was wrong and what needs to be fixed. All in all, we think that the Certica HSQE module offers a lot of possibilities and gives you the option of covering all of the requirements you have within your industry. We hope you like it. Bye.